Howdy ho folks, CR here again, bringing you another video. So, earlier today, I saw this tweet from this person right here. Which, I know this person, you aren't the first person to make a variation of this whole, well, if you want to have a gun, you should just join the military argument. I want to delve into it anyway, especially after this. You said that you wanted to hear all sides of the issue. Given your first tweet and some subsequent tweets, I seem to think you're disingenuous on that, but I'm going to entertain you on this. And first I'm going to start off with the whole, well, if you want this type of gun or that type of gun, or if you want a firearm, you need to join the military. Yeah, the people who make that argument are the same people who have never served a day in their life, and yet they're going to have the audacity to tell somebody else that they need to go out and join the armed services. Yeah, don't work that way, buddy. The second issue I have with this is that you guys are trying to attach a constitutionally protected right, which firearm ownership is a constitutionally protected right in this country, to military service. You people are the same people who would throw a fit if a member of Congress came out with a proposal to, say, restrict voting to only servicemen and veterans. So basically, the only way you could vote in this country anymore is if you served in our armed services. You'd be throwing a fit about that, even though voting's not a constitutionally protected right. According to the 15th and 19th Amendments, you just can't discriminate on religion, gender, race, or ethnicity when it comes to deciding whether or not somebody gets to vote. That's all it means. Hell, you guys are the same people who come out and scream bloody murder about states with voter ID laws. And then you want to come on and make this argument. Oh, well, if you want this type of gun or that type of gun, you should just join the army. Yeah. I mean, what a sense of entitlement do you have to come out with that? And by the way, those of us who have served and those of us who continue to serve, well, hate to break it to you, but the vast majority of servicemen and veterans don't share your sentiment. I mean, hell, in service, I've noticed a lot more members of the NRA, lifetime members of Gun Owners of America, than I have from any members of the Brady campaign or any other gun control group. In fact, I don't think I've yet to meet a vet or even a serviceman who was a member of the Brady campaign, Moms Demand Action, or Everytown, or any other gun control group. So, yeah, the sentiments from veterans and service members are not in your favor. And while I'm at it, I get this from people on Twitter, people on social media, or, commenting on news articles. I guess just don't seem to understand that some of the people they're talking to that are in favor of gun rights have already been there and done that. I'm one such. What's even worse is when somebody knows you've done that and they're still entitled enough to sit there and say, well, if you want that type of firearm, you should go and join the army again. Now, I'm not even kidding. I've actually had a gun controller say that to me. And, it was about this rifle right here. Oh, why would you need a rifle like this? Well, hey, I can tell you why I would want this rifle, and I can tell you why other veterans would want this rifle. This rifle right here, this particular model, is the closest thing you can get to what we carried when we were in the Army without leaving the parameters of NFA Title I. And this jackass's response was, well, if you like your M4 so much, why don't you just go and join the Army again? Yeah, okay. To address this one right here, well, my first answer is going to be it's a Bill of Rights, not Bill of Needs. And therefore, you don't get to go and arbitrarily decide what somebody needs and what somebody doesn't need. And moreover, you've already shown right now that you would be a terrible arbitrator in that one, right? Self-defense alone, semi-automatic is the ideal choice, you know. And we'll get into this in a few. But yes, semi-automatic, I mean, this rifle semi-automatic. This rifle right here, it's semi-automatic. This pistol right here is semi-automatic. Even this old pistol right here is semi-automatic. Semi-automatic has been in existence for well over 100 years. The bulk of our firearms in circulation in the U.S. are semi-automatic. And while it may sound like a foreign concept to you, semi-automatic just basically means that you get one round per the pull of a trigger. That's it. Which comes in handy for self-defense, as I say. You know, you take Joe Biden's advice, and whenever there's a crash at your door in the middle of the night, grab the double-barrel shotgun. Well, I guess it works all right if the intruders are standing right there in plain view and they're unarmed, and you know, there's only two of them at most, and you're not old and weak, or, you know, small framed and just simply can't handle a double barrel 12 gauge. But even though I have this, and I do enjoy taking it to the range, shooting this, you know, it's not the first thing I would grab if I heard that crash in the middle of the night. You know, no, I mean, ideally I'm going to grab this one right here because it's a more effective firearm for personal defense. So you can see where we're coming from on this one here. So hopefully that part answered your question. All right, y'all take her easy out there.